Hi friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. Finally, we have reached the last part of our discussion on the nakshatra number 19, the Mula nakshatra. In this part, we will try to surgically open this nakshatra and we will try to find out the flow of energies in the different layers inside this Mula nakshatra, because each nakshatra, which is of 13 degree 20 minutes, can be equally divided into 4 padas of 3 degree 20 minutes each. And we will also try to understand the different remedial measures which you can think of opting in order to strengthen the energy of this nakshatra in your life. So before we'll start our discussion, just a quick recap of all what we have studied so far. We have already discussed that this is the nakshatra number 19, which is being ruled by the south node of moon, the Ketu. This nakshatra falls completely within the Sagittarius sign from 0 degree reaching till 13 degree 20 minutes. The power of this nakshatra is Barhana Shakti, which means power to ruin, destroy or break things apart. The desire of this nakshatra is to find the root of all the progeny, of all the creation. The presiding deity of this nakshatra is the fearsome form of the goddess, which is the goddess Niriti. Many scholars also ascribe the goddess Dhumavati or the Alakshmi or the goddess Mahakali with this Mula nakshatra. When it comes to the symbol associated with this nakshatra, so a tied bunch of roots has been assigned as the symbol to this nakshatra. The indication of this nakshatra is it is seen as the foundation star or the root star. Even its astronomical configuration can be described as that this nakshatra constitutes of 9 stars which resides at the center of our galaxy. So all of that we have discussed. When it comes to the nature and functioning of this nakshatra, that gets summarized to, first of all, a deep sense of inquiry, getting to the root of things. It is a very impulsive nakshatra. It is so impulsive that many times it regrets its action in the hindsight. It is very over-eager nakshatra. They have a very peculiar way of looking at things which many times put them at odds with the people around them. Deep philosophical nature. From the material and the spiritual perspective, this nakshatra is considered as very auspicious. But let's say, for example, if this nakshatra is under any kind of affliction, the planets placed in this nakshatra are under any kind of affliction, then this nakshatra can cause a havoc, because even the disposition of this nakshatra is that it is a very sharp, it is a very tikshana nakshatra. Even the the guna of this nakshatra is of very tamasic guna. So reversal of fortune, sudden ups and downs, all those kind of self-centeredness, ego, lust can be found if the planets are under some kind of affliction placed in the Mula nakshatra. Even the Hitler, he had his the Jupiter and the Ketu conjunct in this Mula nakshatra in his natal chart, and many of the calamities which has happened, like the 9/11, the Twin Tower attack, the tsunami which came in 2004. So at even that point of time, the planets, the malefic planets were transiting the Mula nakshatra only. So a lot of calamity, lots of intensity, lots of potential this nakshatra possesses. And when it comes to the list of auspicious activities which you can think of opting at the predominance of this nakshatra, so we have already discussed in the previous video, like any acts which requires you to behave very hard, any kind of litigation, any kind of argumentative state can be considered as auspicious at the time when moon will be transiting this nakshatra. All those acts which requires you to go to the depth of the things, even the meditation and going for any occult signification, initiation, learning astrology, so all those acts are considered as auspicious at the predominance of this Mula nakshatra. Even buying and selling of property is considered as very auspicious. Now we will start fresh. The topic which we have to discuss is that what is the flow of energy which you will find in the different padas. So just because this nakshatra falls deep within the Sagittarius sign from 0 degree reaching till 13 degree 20 minutes. So let's take the case of the first pada. So the first pada is from the 0 degree reaching till 3 degree 20 minutes. Now comes the question, what kind of flow of energies which you will find over here at the first pada. So that is very simple, just because it is the nakshatra number 19. Previous to it was the nakshatra number 18. So 18 will come over here. Each nakshatra has the 4 padas and divided by, just because what we have to do is that we have to rotate the cycle of the 12 zodiac sign. So you will divide it by 12, which will give you the answer as So, you know, you are getting the quotient. It has completely divided this number with 6. So, you are getting the quotient as 6. So, which means you have already completed the 6 cycles of the 12 zodiac sign in the previous nakshatra. Don't get confused with the quotient and the remainder. It is the quotient. So, that means you have completely divided these the number, or you have completed the 6 cycles of the 12 zodiac signs in the previous nakshatra. So, here with this 19th nakshatra will again begin from the very first zodiac sign. So, you will find the flow of the Aries Navamsa in the first pada. So, Aries Navamsa. So, it's very simple. Let's say for example, at the time of your birth, your natal moon was transiting 2 degree of the Sagittarius zodiac sign. So, that means your natal moon was in the Sagittarius. Within Sagittarius, it was in the Mula nakshatra. Within Mula, it was in the first pada of the Mula nakshatra. So, now the Martian energy is also going to come into play. So, Mula, which is being already ruled by a fiery planet Ketu. Aries is a sign ruled by the fiery planet Mars, and even the Sagittarius sign, where this nakshatra falls completely, is being ruled by the planet Jupiter. So, too much of the intensity and energy which you can find over here at the first pada. So, all those probing nature, researchful nature which we have discussed so far, you will find taking predominance in the first pada. So, this pada is all about going deep into the fact finding, going deep into the research. But the best part is that this pada just manifest the hopeful and the optimistic side of the Mula nakshatra. So, all of that you will find over here at the first pada, specifically if the Ketu is well placed in the natal chart. If the planets are working in the lower aspect, then you might find little bit of the self-centeredness or erratic ego-ness you will find if the planets will be working in the lower aspect. Planets like Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Ketu do very good over here. And just because, see, all the nakshatras ruled by the Ketu and Mercury are known as the Gandamul nakshatra, and lot has been written that if your natal moon is present in these nakshatra, so that is going to bring some kind of affliction either to the native or to the parents. Though I completely disagree to that, but just because going by the ancient language, because it is a learning platform, so what has been written in the scripture is that in the ancient books that planets placed over here at the first pada, specifically the moon, adversely affects the well-being of the father. So, with that said, a propository, you can easily proposite these nakshatras with the remedial measure, and all those possibilities can be completely removed. So, this was about the first pada. When it comes to the second pada, which is spread from 3 degree 20 minutes reaching till 6 degree 40 minutes. Here you will find the energies of the Taurus Navamsa. So, let us say for example, at the time of your birth, your natal moon was transiting the 5 degree of the Sagittarius zodiac sign. So, that means your natal moon was in the Sagittarius zodiac sign. Within Sagittarius, it was in the Mula nakshatra. Within Mula nakshatra, it was in the second pada of the Mula nakshatra. So, here you will find the energy of the Venus in. So, this pada is going to manifest the creative side of the Mula nakshatra. See, because what is creativity? Mula, I have already explained that these people remain very lucky in the form of getting the sudden magical help, because Ketu represents all of that. And even when it comes to the art and the creativity, you cannot give a rational explanation that how that idea occurred to you. Majority of the good work which has been done in the world, those artists, those people have got their idea when they were not concentrating on that project. They were just roaming around, they were sitting in a coffee shop, and bang, that idea occurred to them. So, all of those things, just because Taurus is a sign ruled by the Venus, which has a lot to do with the art and creativity, and is this nakshatra is being ruled by the planet Ketu. So, lot of creative spark you can find if the person is taking interest in the art, creativity, or any of the Venusian pursuit. Second thing is, this pada just manifest very hard-working, very go-getterness, and very strong determination, a strong tenacious approach of the Mula nakshatra. So, the person will remain to be who have his majority of the prominent planets like the ascendant lord, the ascendant, or even the moon, sun placed in the second pada. He will manifest very hard-working, very determined side. When it comes to the flip side of the second pada, so what has been written in the ancient book is that planets placed over here possess little bit of the strife, little bit of the obstacles, and they adversely affect the well-being of the mother. And planets like Jupiter, Moon, Mars, Venus do very good in the second pada. When it comes to the third pada, which will have its domain from 6 degree 40 minutes reaching till 10 degree. Here you will find the energy of the Gemini Navamsa. So it's very simple. Let's say, for example, at the time of your birth, your natal moon was transiting the 8th degree of the Sagittarius zodiac sign. So that means your natal moon was in the Sagittarius. Within Sagittarius, it was in the Mula Nakshatra. Within Mula Nakshatra, it was in the third pada of the Mula Nakshatra. So planets placed over at this part in the D9 in the Navamsha chart, they will go to the Gemini sign. Now when it comes to the flow of energies over here, so this pada is just going to manifest that the one-sidedness, the depth of the energy of the Ketu in the form of the Mula Nakshatra will go to the intellectual plane. Too much of the emphasis will remain on the communication towards the intellectual pursuit. Person can do very good in the research, in any of the scientific pursuit. Person can also reach to the top of any academic profile, any academic line. So all of that is going to manifest in the third pada. But the flip side or the shadow side of the third pada is that what has been written is that from the materialistic perspective, this pada is not considered as very auspicious. And specifically, if planets placed in the third pada are under some kind of affliction, they're in the house of, and the dreaded houses like 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, in the sign of debilitation or getting the malefic aspect, that they can also cause their poverty. And as you people know that with Ketu and with the Mula, event happens in a sudden way, reversal of fortune. So a lot of fear remains in the third pada, specifically from the materialistic perspective, but from the intellectual perspective, this is the best pada. When it comes to the fourth pada, which will be spread from 10 degree reaching till 13 degree 20 minutes. Here you will find the energy of the Cancer Navamsa. So it's very simple. Let's say, for example, if the time of your birth, your natal moon was transiting the 12th degree of the Sagittarius zodiac sign. So that means your natal moon was in the Sagittarius. Within Sagittarius, it was in the Mula Nakshatra. Within Mula Nakshatra, it was in the fourth pada of the Mula Nakshatra. So just because, see, it's very simple. Mula is all about intensity. It's all about the energy. And whenever the intensity and the energy is operating on the emotional plane, anything related to the Cancer sign, anything related to the moon, so you will find the tumultuousness, you will find too much of the energy. So which is going to happen over here? It is the most tumultuous pada amongst all the 4 padas of the Mula Nakshatra. Person might find a problem in balancing his emotions, or making a balance of its spirituality, or going to the materialistic realm, or the pursuit of the materialism. So too much of the tumultuousness you will find in the 4th pada of the Mula Nakshatra. And what has been written in the books is that this pada also adversely affects the prospect of the native itself, because in the first pada the adversity was being posed and was feared for the father. Second pada it was for the mother. Here it is going to manifest and create a problem for the native itself. So it is very advisable for the person to sacrifice himself, or put his energies towards the higher causes, towards being of some use to the society, or give this intensity of this pent up energies, the nervous energies, some kind of creative expression. So planets like the moon, the Jupiter do good in the 4th pada. So I'll just summarize. The first pada's energy was all about the investigation, about the research, hopefulness, optimistic attitude can be seen over here. When it comes to the second pada, it is considered as good pada from the the materialistic perspective, for any of the creative perspective. Determination remains to be very strong in the second pada. The hard-working attitude you can find over here. The third pada is going to manifest the intellectual side of the Mula Nakshatra. The flip side is that from the materialistic perspective, this pada is not considered as very auspicious. The fourth pada is going to manifest a very tumultuous, very agitated side of the Mula Nakshatra, and with that said, if the person is going to give a creative expression or some humanitarianistic or philanthropic side to his emotions, to his energies, the person can excel. When it comes to the alphabets associated with all the fourth padas, so the first pada has got the Yi as in yeast alphabet, the second pada has got the Yo alphabet, Yo as in yoga, third pada has got the Abha as in Bhaskar, and fourth pada has got the Bhe alphabet. Now when it comes to understanding the remedial measures which an individual can think of opting in order to strengthen the energy of this nakshatra. So first of all, you need to give consideration to the direction ruled by this nakshatra, the days governed by this nakshatra. So as we have already discussed that this nakshatra governs the north direction. The first and the fourth day of both the waxing and the waning phases of the moon's monthly cycle has been associated with this nakshatra. Even the second part of the lunar month Jesht, which as per our English calendar falls in the month of the June, has been associated with this nakshatra. So when it comes to the remedial measure, first of all, worship of all the fierce deities like the goddess Kali, the god Rudra, even the Lord Bhairava is considered as very auspicious in order to strengthen and appease the energy of this Mula nakshatra. Second thing is when it comes to the Bij mantras. So the mantra is Om, Nam, Om, Pam and Om, Fam. So you can think of reciting this mantra Om, Nam, Om, Pam and Om, Fam 108 times in order to strengthen the energy of this nakshatra at the time when moon will be transiting this Mula nakshatra. And you can also think of adding the colors like a combination, a mixture of the black, red or golden shade in the earth tone in order to strengthen the energy of this nakshatra in your life. And there is one more mantra which is Om Ashte Nirate Bhagastam Chusvam. So for all the affliction being posed by the first three padas which we have discussed, an individual can think of reciting this chant, this mantra 108 times in order to strengthen the energy and remove the affliction of the first three padas. So this is all what I wanted to say as my take on the last part on the Mula nakshatra. I hope you guys found this video informational. For further more updates and notification on astrology, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.
Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda